Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So I am making Russell's anniversary card featuring Feathered Flight, as I bought this stamp set specifically to make him a anniversary card. We will be married 36 years, February 4th. So this is the stamp set. Absolutely love it. It's perfect for a theme. I do tend to, if they have something in the hunting or nature theme, I tend to buy it solely for making his card. I haven't used it as much as I was like. This is my little sample card. This is the fold that I am going with. This fun fold. This is, I made a boo-boo there. This is my sample, so I'm keeping it, belly band and all. So let me show you. I've got lots of stuff prepped, nothing written down truly. A few measurements. So what else have I brought in? My Old Faithful Love Always, already have those done. The colors I am going with are Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon, because Pretty Peacock reminds me of the head of a mallard duck, and these are mallard ducks. So I have Love and Always. Those are part of the dies that went with Forever and Always. I also pulled out You So Very Much, You, Together, Forever, With My Whole Heart. I got all of those except with. I might need to pull that out. Okay, so I have a couple of these. Hold on. I have a couple of these die cut from Honeybee Bloom dies. And, oh, you guys are gonna, let me see if I can show you the stamp set. This really old one, Best Catch. This was another one for his anniversary. I'm using this. It doesn't have a stamp. It's just this cattail dies. I have one of those done. And some bits of Notes of Nature, as I just can't. This one, and the little splotchy ones. I have these sentiment dies from the Forever and Always die set. And let me go over with you the main parts of the card. All of the measurements will be in the description part of it. So here's more bits that I die cut. And I'm using Tartan Foil as my DSP. So I'm looking over here to the right over here. So it says the card backing, the base, the back of the card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is in Lost Lagoon. The card base itself is, it is not 4 1/2. Oh, it is. It's 4 1/2 by 10 1/2. It is scored at 3 1/2 and at 7. And you just need, I'm looking for a bone folder, because you're going to go up on one and then turn it over and go up on the other. At least that's how I get it. And that is that easel part. Okay. So then, because we're not done. All right. So then I have cut 3 that are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 in Lost Lagoon, and then cut 3 in the Tartan Foil. That's 3 by 4. And then cut 1 that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 in white. That's for me to write on or stamp. And from there, I didn't do any more, but let me give you, I'm using bits and pieces here, okay? So I have a piece that is 8 1/2. What is this? 1 1/4 by 8 1/2. This is part of the belly band. Part 1 belly band, 1 1/4 by 8 1/2. Then I have its connecting piece. So you see this piece here, and look at that. He is not going to mind. I'm going to cover that up. You will not see it. That is going right there. So this is, I know, 2 by 4. So part 2 is 2 by 4, and that's Lost Lagoon. There is a part 3. There's even part 4 and 5 for this belly band. It's kind of getting there. So part 3 is another piece of tartan foil, which is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. So 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. And this is the tartan foil. And of course, that's Lost Lagoon tartan foil. So there's that. Oh, and another piece of the belly band. So we have a 1 inch by 11. So part 4 for the belly band. Pretty Peacock is 1 by 11. This was scrap also. All right, guys. And then rest is a little bit of scrap left over. Before we go doing anything, I want to show you how I did these ducks. Now, I know I've shown you once before, but my ink choice was Pecan Pie for the body. And this time, instead of using a Q-tip, I am using the Stampin' Up marker. So I ink up my duck, my mallard duck, my boy duck. I'm going to give my Q-tip a lick. I sure did. I licked the Q-tip. I am going to wipe off the head of the duck. You can see all that pecan pie on there. Now I'm taking the Stampin' Up marker. I'm using the flatter edge. I don't want to use the tip because it ruins the tip. But these red rubber stamps are great to color on. They just are. So now I'm going to stamp. This here, I can use this on a card, which I probably will. Look at that. Gorgeous head of the duck. Now, I have done this a couple of ways. Where's my Pigma pen? So here's my little Pigma pen. I'm going to do a little black eye for my duck. They all need that. They all need that little... I probably will find those little, what do you call them? The diamond art little container I have. You guys have seen me use those. And get those out and put a little black one on my ducks. I have done 2 sets of all the ducks. Now, this little duck here, I licked my Q-tip. Yes, I did. You could dip it in a little bit of water if you don't want to lick it. My husband won't mind having my cooties. I promise you, he will not mind. So all I did the same thing on this duck. You can see I didn't get the marker. And then I cleared this off with the Q-tip and highlighted it or painted it again with the brush tip in Lost Lagoon. So there's my ducks. I showed you how I made the ducks because I cut them all out. I just wanted to show you. Ooh, and we still have ducks to stamp in blender brushes. That's it. I meant to bring my brush over. All right. So I need this one and I think this one, my blues, which I can always go rinse them off. I need an aqua painter. Preferably one with water. If not, this one doesn't have much water. I do have the Stampin' Up ones. Just the little yellow one is like 20-something years old. All right. And we need, of course, some scratch paper. So now that I think I have everything, let's get the card, let's get the main card base done. I mean, close up my, I don't know if I can get that done or do the stamping first. I'm kind of like, what do I do? All right. We are going to, I want a background on this. I just cannot help myself. Where's that Pretty Peacock? Pretty Peacock in Pretty Peacock. We're going to do some stamping. It's his card, yes, but I'm making it. So I just need to go around the perimeter of everything. So I'm going to go willy-nilly. Go straight down the sides. And guys, I am not you don't have to be super careful when you have, the look I'm going for, okay? You do when you are looking at it for a certain way, but for what I am doing, now you want to remember, you need to do the centers, and this one comes over like here. We don't need to do the back. We just need to do that bit. That is done. Let me get some more texture on here. So this is going to get stamped off. Not sure how much you're really going to see of that, but I'm stamping it off all the way over. So we did that one. We're going to do the circle, and I'm going to try. There we go. And then the numbers, stamp off. I'm trying to use as much as I can of it. Trying not to lay this side on the ground there. This side, field notes. Stamp off a circle, the text, just breathe on it. I'm just going around the whole thing. Adding some layers to it. We already got there. I want to add that little circle like right in the corner. All right, so that gets us started. Now we need to move on to, not done totally with that. We need to do Lost Lagoon on Lost Lagoon, especially the belly band. And for this, I'm going to bring in my itty bitty background. You can use the speckly one from the kit, but I want to go straight down the center, all down the belly band. And then I'm going to go down the side. Hopefully I've got enough ink on there. I don't know why I stamped off. All right, so that is somewhat done. Now we're going to bring in, we're going to do a combination. Where's that Pretty Peacock? Over here. So do I want to do, let's see, I don't want it, oh yeah. I'm going to stamp it in different directions each time. I'm happy with that. All right, here we go with the, we're going to stamp full strength. All right, so that's the main part of our belly band. Now we have this little bit of the belly band, which are going to bring this one in. And this is going to be Pretty Peacock on Pretty Peacock. Just stamp, 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 stamp. Stamp, 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 stamp. Stamp, 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 stamp. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Yes, I'm going over places. All right, I'm happy. Oh, maybe this side needs a little bit more. Stamp, 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 stamp. All right. Ta-da! That is good. Because this is going to go on here. And then we're going to trim it down, I'm sure. Or I can leave it. But do you see how we're just layering that up a bit? Now we have the Lost Lagoon. What did I use with Lost Lagoon? Oh, this one. So we are going to go Lost Lagoon on Lost Lagoon and go around the perimeter. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do, of course, our little background here in Pretty Peacock, but stamped off. I want to not get it so straight here. All right, so I'm happy with all of that. Next, I want to take Lost Lagoon and go around the edge. This is the belly band. I just want to add, I'm going to actually go like that. Ooh, I do like that, just brushing it. See all that? That's good. That's really, really, really good. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. So move my little ones. All the Lost Lagoon are going to get a brushing. One way, take it and lightly rub it that way. Like it, like it, like it. Number 2. If you can get it all the way down, I tend not to be able to do that. So I just turn it and go the other way. Remember, this is for my hubby. Ooh, like brush strokes. Okay, that's really, really perfect. Move those all out of the way because now we are going to do, I don't think I need any more Pretty Peacock. Not right now anyways. We'll close that one up. I want to bring in a little bit of balmy blue for the sky. And this is my blue brush. The other one's my teal kind of colors. So this is going to go on the sky of my tartan foil. Really light. Start off the page. I'm only holding it and rubbing. I'm not adding any pressure. Because if I add too much pressure, I'm afraid. So I'm going to start to add a little just to get a little bit more blue in there. Perfect. There's one. I don't want any on this piece. Not yet, anyways. I have 3 more to go. Actually, just 1. Hold on, let me look at the card. 1 for the bottom, 1 for the picture, and then 1 for the front. So the one on the front is not getting anything on that one. We're just doing the scenery ones. So I'm going to start to add a little bit more pressure. Okay, that was looking good. I don't know if you guys can even see the change, but there is. See, it's got a little bit of blue on there. That's all I want with the balmy blue. Now we're coming in with the, oh, that's a lot. You see all that on there. We don't want all of that on there. So now we're going to come in at the bottom because our little duckies got to land in something, right? Just going over it and over it, really light. Just giving me a little bit of water down there. The front one, I think I'm going to do some speckly little stamping on. I'm going to do that on these too. All right, so we have our Lost Lagoon stamp. Stamp off. Oh, really pretty. Really, really, really pretty down there. I'm going to do a little bit up here. I'm not going to re-ink it. Just go across the top. So the top, believe it or not, is balmy blue. I'm going to set those aside. They're foil. They got a sheen on them. So I want to do a full stamping. This is the bottom up there. That's my Lost Lagoon up here. Okay. That's perfect. Let's move those aside. This is for the front, and we're going to stamp across all of this one. And it's a bit wet. It's going to need a minute to dry. Maybe, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do it across all of them. I can always change my mind. All right. Now, what do I do? Oh, hush. Hold on, guys. I gotta let the TT, the little chihuahua, outside. Hers a growling. Go on, honey. Go. I can pop the door open. There. Now she can come and go. It's dark outside. She's crazy. She's a one crazy chihuahua. So let's get these glued down. Oh, yes. And I need to be kind of careful with these is they're that foil, so they don't like heavy glue. So I am just going to go around the outside and maybe a little streak there and a little streak there. And on each of my 3 Lost Lagoon pieces, I'm going to glue them down. So there's one. Doesn't matter what's top and bottom yet. Real thin little bits here of glue. I am so excited. The first year, and something happens to Russell and I'm going to be so disappointed. This needs some stamping. Our third one. The other piece is the belly band. We're going to need to stamp it up, right? Like I said, I don't want big globs of glue on the back of these. Not at all. All right, so those 3 now can go in place. If you have one layer facing towards you and then a vertical tip, you'll know which way it's going to open, right? So this is my inside layer, one of them. I'm going to put this one right here. I think Lost Lagoon, now I can add a decent amount of glue if I want to, but it really is unnecessary to go all crazy. I think Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock go beautiful together. So there's one. This is my other scenery stamp right here. Oh no, sorry. This one goes this way. I've got one extra. Oh my gosh, I do. You know what? I guess we'll do the writing on the back. Oh, because now I've got scenes for all of them. My goodness, I did not realize I did that. So this one is going here. Okay. Change of plans. We will have one for the back. I was overthinking it. So this one. And you can see this is my watery part of my image. Now this one, the reason I don't have any front or back is because this is the front. But when it goes like this, it's going to be upside down. So this one I didn't have any, what I call the sky in the water. I'm not sure if anything's really going to be on it, to tell you the truth, with what I have planned for the belly band. So there's that. Now I can glue this all down just like so. Big X, big dashes I want it to be. Don't want them putting squigglies in there now. I don't want nothing to go wrong with it. That card backing piece is really just like a platform for it to sit on, because it's going to pop up like so. Really, really interesting card. This, of course, needs its stamping. And then I've got some things to show you. I do. So let's get this stamped. And we were doing Lost Lagoon. Stamp, 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 stamp. Give it a second because it is really wet at the moment. Set that aside. We want Pretty Peacock for our words. And oh, this is going to be interesting, guys. We got to stamp the other ducks too here. So I have With My Whole Heart and the tiny little sentiment strip for it to go on. So let's see if I can do it. I did do. Okay, we're going to go this way so I can hopefully see it. And all right, I want the Stampin' Pierce mat only because I can see it better. Welcome back to the room, TD. Yes, welcome back, my little chihuahua. Okay, there we go. There we go. And I am going to set a block on that down there for the moment. There we go. This one's in Pretty Peacock. Please be, oh, perfect. Love it. Then, okay, I'm going to huff on this stamp. Stamp, stamp, stamp. I love it. There's one. What else did I pull out? Oh, you so very much. I know I have two long ones. I wasn't sure which one I was going to go with, but we'll take them both for now. I can always split it up. Walk it down, trying to get it straight. It's really hard when I can't get like my head over it because of the camera. All right, so there's that one. I'm going to huff on this again. Stamp, 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 stamp. Nope, we need a little, oh, wrong color. Oh, bad, bad. We went Lost Lagoon, not Pretty Peacock. Stamp it on my pants. So stamp off a couple of times. There. Lost Lagoon. Oh, what else did we have? Forever. See, I like together forever. I don't want the and. So we are going to ink that up without the and. I did pretty good. So I have this one. Let's see if I can do it without anything down there. Yes. There's forever. A little huffing. Stamp, 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 stamp. Next one is together. Getting brave there, aren't I? I sure am. Oh, little cricket. That's okay. He won't mind. I know him. He won't mind. He won't be critical. I'll take his card away if he gets critical. Oh, okay. I'll tell him he's being mean. Oh, I gotta tell you something was funny. So this was years before, this was like a couple of years before my brother died, or was it the actual year before he died? We were visiting my mom over in Spokane, and how did I get over there in the first place? I think I flew, and my husband missed me so much. Instead of letting me fly home, he drove all the way over there, which is like almost 8 hours, to come, and he stayed for like a couple of days. Our son came with him, the dogs, the whole lot came, and my mom was like, you know, Russell, you can give this one back. I take this one back. He was like, It was so cute. It was so cute. My mom's like, if you ever get tired of that one, you just send her on back to me. So we do want the width. I didn't pull it out. Let me grab it. I know these are retired, but some of these are my favorites, guys, and I will not part with them. I would say that my daughter could bury me with them, especially this one. But I plan on being cremated. I don't want my body in the ground with little bugs crawling on it. I'm sorry. I know my spirit won't be there, but just the thought bothers me. So we have everything, I believe, stamped. Okay. We're going to use that pecan pie again. So those are all done. I'm thinking we could even stamp the love and always, but it already has a print in it. I need to leave well enough alone. Maybe, no, leave it alone. Just let it be. So, our belly band, we did this. So this is going to go right there. Probably turn it. Nope, because I already, that's just going to go to the bottom. So let's glue that together. I do not want that big bottle. It will just put out way too much glue. And I don't want all that scotch glue. So a little thin on the foil. It's not like, it's just a weird type of DSP. It's, you know, it is a specialty DSP, and I just have a hard time with I don't like to see the lines. So here we go. This one is getting love. So we could do, my idea, this is why there's nothing on here. See, this is going to go on the belly band. This is going to have love, and when you take off the belly band, you're going to have always underneath it. That's why this is so big, because I don't want to see the always until the last minute. So I'm thinking, do I put the little ducks, where's, you see my little fingers doing the think, 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 think. There's the little ducks. Little flock. See, I'm thinking I put a little duck there and little ducks here. At least one there. Let's see where this is going to land. In the middle. It will give you, yeah, I really, let's see what we got here, because we have love always. Love always. Here's love. My ideas. Forever. Love forever. Together forever. I'm thinking forever. Oh, together forever. That would be it. Love is going to go up on dimensionals. So we'll have forever and together. We can trim that down. Now we're going to need to do the edges in Pretty Peacock. And I need a sponge dauber. Sorry. I just do. Let's see. It is not going to be in that one. Hopefully I have one in Pretty Peacock. I might have two in Pretty Peacock by the looks of it. They don't have a... One's probably Lost Lagoon and one is probably Pretty Peacock. This is Pretty Peacock. This is Lost Lagoon. I need to get those labeled. All right. So we want to go around... Oh, let's trim this one down. And we're just going to trim this one too. Just so the edges are all the same. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Such a tiny little piece. So hard to get my little hands underneath there. So this is together forever, and that's going to go right there. So let's put it in its spot. It's a seafood night here in the Seraphin household. My husband passed the seafood aisle. I was making haluski and he passed the seafood aisle, and they had some crab on sale. He's like, do you mind if I just do seafood? I said, no, you just go ahead. And he was like grabbing oysters. I'm like, you better grab 2 of those. He's like, they're $10 a thing. I said, our grandson could eat 4 or 5 of those all by himself, honey. Grab 2. I said, you know the fight is on when he sees an oyster. He'll eat them raw. And he loves mushrooms, guys. Hank is a mushroom freak. One night, my husband made these oyster mushrooms. And he was like, make sure you leave some for your mom. So he called his mom up at work. Mom, can I have your mushrooms? Papa says I have to save them, but can I have them? And of course, you know, she's like, yeah, go for it. It was kind of funny, though. Hank loves a mushroom. So together forever. And then my love, I can even put love at an angle, but I don't need to. I don't need to. I could stamp. I have room to stamp, I think, the ducks. At least some of them, a couple there and one there. We are going to do it. We are going to get the ducks in there. But let me show you. Because I don't want this stuck, I'm only going to do these two, and I'm going to do that with the marker. These are not the blends, guys. These are the water-based markers, same ink as the ink pad. So what I want to do is I want to stay away from the tip. I want to use this area in here. So I'm going to do this one as a female. I'm going to do her whole body. Don't do it hard. You'll ruin your marker. Now I'm going to come up from about right there, because this one is the male. He needs the Pretty Peacock. So we're going to take that tip, go like so, and then do the little beak. Now I'm going to huff on this. Oh, the love is like staying put for me. So I only had those two inked up, so there we have those two. Look, 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 look. Just faint. It's perfect. Except his neck is like, it's almost like it's stamped on there, but you can't hardly tell. So now I'm just going to ink up the back, these two ducks. I got to clean it off because I only got one stamp. Only have one. So now our female again. Oops, wrong end. Our female. Let me hold this up. This is our female duck. You can tell because her head doesn't have the space for the mallard. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. This one down here, we'll just do it like there's his little head. Now we need the body. Brush it away, and the tip. Now we're going to do those two flying away. We have to move that so we can get her all the way on there. Oh, there we go. Doesn't like to really stamp on that part, but he'll get the gist of it. It'll be good. It will be good. So now we need, for love, we need some dimensionals. Because this card is not going in the mail. I could put everything I want on this card. So I'm going to put one like right there, one there, and one on the E. And this, of course, is for my belly band. So there's my love. All right, so that is going to pretty much take care of the front. We just need to glue the always down in place. And yes, just glue down. We don't need to go crazy. Straight in the center. I could actually stamp love you. Yeah, we're going to do you there in Pretty Peacock. Hopefully it goes on there pretty well. Perfect. Together forever. Love you always. I love it. Yes. Okay. So up we go. Now for down here, this is where we get to do, we need to do the sponging. We cannot forget to sponge all of these. We get to put all of these. Might have to stamp love because I don't have any more. So I might have to break out the love. Let's see. I have that tiny love from the Love of Spring dies. We could put love in Pretty Peacock, so we don't have to stamp it, but I'd have to go die cut it. Because I could do... I might just stamp. Love is so big. I don't want a big... Oh, the stamp from Paper Pumpkin says love. Yes. I do like that with my whole heart. So we'll do with, I'd have to put this like the duck's carrying it. My husband would be like, honey, that don't go. I was like, no, I'd be shooting that duck down, no problem. He's like, all the other ducks would be leaving him, if he had something, carrying something in his bill, he'd be down. The other ducks would be like, you just go ahead, dude, all by yourself. All right. So let me move Pretty Peacock, and let's get our little, you can see what we're doing here. So we have this duck coming in. I wish the female duck was facing the other way, but then it just would not really look right. So we can have this one coming in, this one landing. I guess I didn't need a ton of them. And this one down here, because I am leaving space. We're going to put this one up here with my whole heart. So we can do with here, my whole heart, my female here. Oh, we forgot the other bits I have. Oh my gosh, I wanted to show you guys some cool stuff to do with these. Okay, let's get, I told, my mind just goes. Okay, so this here, you can take your Stampin' Up marker, and if you, like me, I only had enough scrap to do one Pretty Peacock, but I needed two for what I was thinking. So I'm going to take my marker. This is on Lost Lagoon. I had plenty of Lost Lagoon scrappy bits. I was not cutting up a whole sheet of cardstock for one little die. Not happening. So I'm just taking my marker, and now it's going to be Pretty Peacock. You could do this with white. I mean, white you might have to do like one or two, but there you have it. So now I have two Pretty Peacock, two Lost Lagoons, and we are going to stamp on these. You know we are going to stamp on them, right? We want some texture to them. So now we have Pretty Peacock. Where's the itty bitty? We already stamped everything with the Lost Lagoon. We can do this. Oh, so cool. On the Lost Lagoon one, the one we made, it's a little darker. When it dries, it's going to be great. So this bit here, we are going to take stamp. All right, now these are cattails. Cattails are meant to be brown when they're done. So we're going to take our pecan pie that we used for our ducks and go just like that. But I'm not done. I'm going to take my, we could do Lost Lagoon on Lost Lagoon. Let's see how that looks. It'll just deepen the color. I do like that. And then I'm going to take it and go some shadows here. See if hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just giving it some shadows on this side. I might do it on all sides. Just going in those spaces, outlining it all. It's kind of hard to go that way. Let's see, we need it to go on this side. Turn it and it'd be easier, Alice. Let's do it the easy way. And across the bottom. All right, so we need some more little duckies in the background, which they're not happy really. So we're going to have this one. We're going to put this one up here with him. Love it. I still need to find a spot for the love. Let's see, where's the love dies? You guys are going to have to give me a second. I really want these. I just want, this is nice and small and dies are flying. So we're going to do love, maybe, oh, right down there. So I need a little bit of Pretty Peacock. And I don't have any. So guess what? We're going to do it like I just showed you. Because I don't have any scrap available. So let's run this real quick. Sorry. There we go. I know some of you are like, I'm just fast forwarding to the end to see how this girl finishes this card, and that's okay. Okay, so there is my love. We are going to use Lost Lagoon on Lost Lagoon. Where's the brush tip? It's just going to deepen the color for me. Make it stand out more. And yes, I'm going to stamp on it. Ha. My favorite thing. Why wouldn't I do that? Stamp. Okay. We have it. We have it. All right. We are ready to finish this card up. So, a labor of love, well deserving. My knee was bothering me so bad today I could not drive, and I needed to go to the post office to mail some stuff off. And the only thing was is my husband's like, I'm not going in the post office. You have to go in the post office. So right here is my love. And there is a lot of love in this card. Yes, trying to get the O down at the bottom. This is going to go down. I'm not sure if I need those little flying ducks anywhere. Oh, this is so perfect. Scoot over a little bit more. I don't want you hanging out. Oh, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we have, oh my goodness, Dee Dee. So with my whole, excuse me. Oh my goodness. It's like all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. Every now and then that happens. This duck is going to go up on Dimensionals 2. There's 1, 2. We need a mini for their little heads, or at least the one head. Okay. Can you tell male and female? My hubby and me. Except you would not find me out. I've went duck heading with him once. That's it. Just once. I can say that I went once. Did not enjoy the cold and the wet. Enjoyed watching the dog. The dog was like this buddy. I'll never forget him. Oh, loved him to pieces. He was a rescue too. That's a story. Okay, so, but this dog loved hunting. The worst weather ever, and this dog would be the happiest thing ever. And he was a golden retriever. He never sat still, ever. You take him hunting and he was all business. He didn't want you to mess with him. He wouldn't chase a ball. He was in mode. It's just how Buddy was. Okay, so she's coming down or taking off, one or the other too. So that's just Buddy. It was just Buddy. So you can see this one didn't quite have enough. So I'm going to give it a trim right there. Actually, that works really well. Might need to cut the bottoms off. So how we got Buddy is we had a chocolate lab, a puppy, and my husband was hunting in the woods, and somebody was hauling butt through the woods on a road as the dog was, hunting, and he hit poor little Buddy, little chocolate lab, just a baby. And my husband, he was like, Alice, it was a total accident, and he was devastated. So a week later, he goes to the grocery store, the only grocery store in town, and he comes home, and he was as excited as a child on Christmas morning. He really was. It was quite funny. He comes in, and he's like, you have to come to the grocery store with me. I said, what? He's like, there is this woman. She's having to give away the dog because, and Buddy was only 2 years old, he's too much for her and her husband to handle. And her husband's health is not that good. And he's like, but it gets better. He's like, his name is Buddy. It was like, my husband just couldn't stand it. So we brought home Buddy. And at first, we got Buddy the biggest igloo they had. And we put him in, because we weren't sure, exactly what to do with this great big dog. Wasn't sure, how his temperament was or anything. So we put him on his igloo and put his leash on the igloo, thinking, oh, that's good enough, right? Nope. All of a sudden, the dog takes off, and he's dragging this monster igloo down the street. It's like, okay, that doesn't work. Nope. And then, oh, Buddy was a character. Buddy just was so Buddy. Oh, he was so funny. Just loved him. But my husband, he came home. He was like, his name is Buddy. It's like, oh my gosh. So we got Buddy. Buddy was the duck dog. Our dog Jenny from Georgia. That was a rescue too. She was an upland game bird. She did not like waterfowl. She was not a waterfowl type dog. Pheasant, quail, you name it, she would hunt it. She'd hunt deer. One time he took the dogs, not really hunting. He was going out scoping some places to hunt. We're going to add this little bit here. I don't have any, well, you know what? I can. I'm going to make this one the darker one. So, he took our dogs out in the back of his truck, and they were quite a ways away. And he's like, oh my gosh, because he didn't know that Jenny would do this. But she caught the scent of some elk, and she hauled off at the back of the truck, jumped out of it while it was moving, and took off. And oh, it took him hours to get her back. He was just like, I didn't think she would be doing that. Oh, but she would. Jenny was fabulous too. We've had such great luck with our dogs. Jenny loved that dog. We flew with her so young as we were, my husband and I. We came from Georgia because that's where we were both stationed. We moved here to Washington State, right? And we came with 2 babies, one a newborn, one barely a little over a year, and a dog. Yes, we did. We were not leaving our dog anywhere. She was coming with us. This has to get trimmed down some more. Nope. And they told us they wouldn't let her in the hotel room. So my husband waited until it got late, and he hand carried her. He wrapped her up in a blanket, and he carried her all the way. It's just my hubby. Okay, we're going to put with right there. Oh, we need you. Love you. We're going to have to split this up. I forgot. Love is there. So, love you. So, oh, we're going to put that there. Okay. I'm like, I lost where I was going to put things. Anyways, that's a little story. Yes, our Jenny. Jenny did not like to be in the house. She liked being outside. And if you couldn't find my daughter, so we have love you so very much with all my heart. With is going to go, I think, right. Can I get it right behind the duck? Yes. Anyways, if you couldn't, she had a dog house, was a literal house, right? You could take the top off and put stray and straw and blankets and everything down there. But if you couldn't find my daughter, check the dog house, because she would be in there. The dog would be outside on the porch that she had, and my daughter would be in there playing in the doghouse. I guess she thought it was a miniature playhouse. I don't know. She was crazy. Oh, she was funny, Justice. Freezing weather, you name it, just to still be outside with the dogs. And she's like that today. Justice loves the outdoors. She does the camping and all those things that I don't do. I went camping once with my parents. I think it was the Redlands in California. And I remember hearing bears and stuff and being scared out of my wits. I did not enjoy it. I was scared to death all the time. I'm sure my father was like, okay, we have to make sure this can close there. So there, oh, it's just getting better and better. Do you see that, guys? It is literally getting better and better. We want a surprise. I don't want too much on here at all. I thought I stamped, oh no, we stamped ducks on the belly band. So let's get to the belly band. And the back, I'm going to have to cut another piece. I want to write first so you guys can see where this is going to have plenty of room for me to write what I want to say, but I want to cut that and do that later. I can even add a duck to the back, but oh my gosh, do you see how cute that is? Oh, as we've been sitting here chatting. So let's get the belly band going. So this one first. And it's just, this is a scrap piece that I had in there. And what I did is I stuck it around the back. You can see they're not the same on either side as far as the lengths, but it is not going to matter because this we are going to fold over. So what I'm going to do here is go like so. I'm going to fold it with my hands and then go with the bone folder. I don't want to put a hard crease in that at all because it's going to need a little bit of room for all the dimension of stuff I have. I just want it to be straight, so I just got to straighten it out. All right, so next we're going to put glue in here. Lots of glue. We want the belly band to stay. I'm not going to put belly band glue in the creases. I'm not going to do that. All that detail work, it does add up. It is meant to be like that. So here on this side, and I haven't decided yet if I am going to cut it or leave it. Where's my centerpiece that says, you guys knew what I did make it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so, nope, we're going to cut it off. I should have known. I kind of thought so. We are cutting that off. And now this, we're going to stick this back on our card. That is a little crooked. Little crease there. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. I'm not even putting an envelope in this. I can, but I don't. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I was like, but I'm taking it with me. So we just got a little hint of those ducks. So now that I have it in place, how much is going to, oh, I can know right there because it goes to the edge of the Lost Lagoon. So right here. Plenty of glue. This one's going to, of course, have more, which is great. Now I'm going to give it a minute, keep it straight, because we're hiding stuff, remember. All right, let me grab an envelope. Set the punch on there. I'm saving that so I can show you guys how I put my labels on my punch now. And what was I looking for? An envelope. I was like, what am I doing? Do I do a clear envelope? No. I want them to be surprised, so I want to put it in a regular envelope. So this is going to be quick and easy. I'm not going to ink up anything. I'm going to do some huffing. Look at that. You wouldn't even know I did not ink that up. It's been sitting there this whole time. So stamp, stamp. Here we go. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Don't forget the field notes. And I have these two ducks. So on this one, it's going to look at, I didn't need to worry about where I was going to put them. I have a lot to write, so I can always stamp more. I have one. Oh, okay. I'm going to save these two. Do I want to save them or just put them on my, will he fit? Oh, I like it. Okay, where's my little ducks? I'm going to clean these off. We're not going to do any, where is the pecan pies under stuff? We are not going to do, hopefully it's set well enough. I'm not going to do any Pretty Peacock. I'm getting tongue twisted on these ducks. I'm going to stamp some here and there. And on this side, we're going to stamp some there and there because we have the big mallard duck flying like so. So cool. I think I'm going to put her up here like the stamp would be. Oh, love it. Now I got to stash this away in my bag when I pack, whenever I get around to that. I'm not one of those people who will pack the week or 2 weeks before a trip, and I'm only going away for like a day, 2 days. It's not like oh, I've just got ink on it. Darn it. It's on me somewhere, and I don't want it to be. All right, we are going to put a few little embellishments on this, and then I'm going to call it good. Don't need this. Don't need that. Let's close up the pecan pie before we have another catastrophe on our hands. Absolutely love it. It's all right that that got into it, but I think that's so much good stuff. We don't need this. I just need to clean up the mess before I actually go inside. I know what embellishments. No sparkles, nothing like that. We need, remember those little rock ones? Right there we have them. This is what I want. Sea glass, faux sea glass. Yes. This is what I want. And I'm hoping these are the ones that I want. I'm wondering if I can color them Lost Lagoon. Oh, I think, let's try. Will that hold its color or will it wipe off? I think that just wiped off. I'm thinking the blends. And do I have the Pretty Peacock? Probably not. That would be a negative. I don't have Pretty Peacock. I think that's on my order list, so we're just going to go with it. Let's try one more time. Let's try the Pretty Peacock. Maybe if I give it a minute to sit. hopefully I'm going to do, it's still coming off on me, so we'll see what happens. 2, try not to touch them. I mean, I could have dipped it in Versamark and then put it in Pretty Peacock and then set it with embossing powder, but I'm not going to do that. So there's one. I just don't want to touch the top of it. I think it will work. I think it will work. I just want a little something on the front. So there it is. This one's a bit high. Scoot down some. So there's my card for my hubby. The belly band. You wouldn't even know. Look at that. You wouldn't know it was pieced together. You always. Love you so very much with my whole heart. I absolutely love it. It is so up his alley as far as, and I enjoy making special cards for him for our anniversary. And this, of course, is my envelope with the darn pecan pie on it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope that you like this. Now I will tell you that this Feathered Flight, if I can grab the stamp set, is an online only purchase. So don't forget to check those online exclusives when you go up on the Stampin' Up website. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you consider giving me a thumbs up, like, share, comments. Always really hope you guys don't mind the length. I know it's long, but it is a special card. So I will let you guys go, and please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now.